Yay, I can do video blogs.
Good day, and welcome to another episode of Jimmy Jaunt. So today I met up with the Oviedo motorcycle riders, and we are going to head out a little bit to the north, but mostly to the west, to go have lunch. We hadn't really decided where yet. There was supposed to be a 60% chance of rain, I think 80 in the afternoon, so we kind of figured we wouldn't be going too far, be an early lunch. But pulled into the Wawa, went and got gas, met up with the group, and waited for more arrivals, had a little coffee, little breakfast, and we were ready to get on our way. So we headed out to go behind the university, or the state college, and the road is closed. I guess they got some construction going on back there. So we had to go on a detour. Now, it wasn't too bad. It was a nice little area. I hadn't been down this side of the road yet, so it was good to see where it went. Now, if you'll notice on one of these corners here, coming up, I'll point it out. If you look to the left-hand side, you see a darker line. That's actually an oil slick. So as we come around this corner, you keep following that line. Oh, everyone's slowing down. Sure enough, look at that. The guy up in front, he's actually creating that oil line. So he gets pulled off to the road complaining he lost power. It was like the chain fell off, which it had. But he stops, and we notice we have a major engine malfunction. It's pissing oil. So I went ahead and made sure he was okay, and then went up ahead to notify Jeff and the rest of the group that we needed to go back because Mark had engine issues. So I went up ahead, caught up with them, and then let them know, and then went back to make sure Mark was all right. I'll get parked here shortly, but when we looked at the bike, it appeared the chain had gotten between the transmission sprocket and the transmission casing, or engine casing. So I don't know as to whether he said what happened was his clutch, which is cable, basically went loose, got slack on it. So I have a feeling that the gear walked out from the clutch plates somehow, probably dropped the plates, and the chain went in between the casing and the sprocket, and most likely, I'm guessing it cracked the casing somewhere. So I got parked, got off the bike, did a little checking. I got a photo I'll put up here of how that sprocket looked. So we got that all taken care of. Mark had made a call, got his family or a friend to come and get him, so we continued on. Found a few curvy roads still in town just so I could do some slingshotting, or rubber banding as Dave likes to say. And then up here I got up really close to Spencer so he could hear me, but his light arrangement looked different on the back end of this bike. So I had asked him, if he had gone back to the factory tail light and brake light, and he informed me that no, this was actually same color, same model bike as he had, but actually newer. So apparently he traded in his old Concourse and bought a new Concourse, or a newer Concourse. So he surprised me on that one, but it did look different. That's what I noticed, and I just had to ask. It takes me a little while sometimes to notice that people have different bikes. But this one is the same model, color, and it's just newer. So I got to go around my favorite corner again. Now we did end up coming across another roundabout. I think I've been on this one only coming from the other direction, but it always surprises me that I find roundabouts in Florida. They're becoming more popular or more prevalent. I had not seen them for probably 2 years. I think within the last couple of years they've been popping up at locations around the country or around the state. So here we got behind a truck that was going a little bit slow. People started passing him, and he went ahead and actually moved over to the side so that we could easily get past him and see that it was clear to do so. I like it when people are considerate like that. It's a good driver. Thank you, sir, or ma'am. So at this point, Spencer got Jeff's attention, or tried, and he was saying that he wanted a break. I hadn't seen that sign be used yet, but basically he put his fists together and at the thumbs and broke like he was breaking a piece of wood or something. And this is going out a little bit more country roads, try to get off some of the main roads and find some back roads. And I was following Danny. He did get a new motorcycle. He got himself a new one, so kudos, Danny. Very nice bike. It's about time. You deserve it, man. I think the only thing he did realize is that he's probably going to have to get a taller fairing, because he had lit a cigarette when we left the gas station, and it was probably, I would say, maybe 15 seconds, and it had burned out just because of the wind. So I guess to his health, he didn't get a chance to smoke much of that cigarette. And the skies were still looking good, so we were in a good mood. Or Danny was probably gesturing to the music he was listening to. Looked like he was rocking out pretty good there. Having a good old time. And giving me some amusement too. This was a nice area that we went through. I hadn't seen nice rolling hills like this in quite some time in Florida. Usually Florida's pretty flat or curvy, but this was actually a nice pleasant surprise to find this little area. And the other nice surprise about this road is it had a nice corner up here. So I got to hit a corner a little bit fast, which was kind of nice. Get the blood going a little bit. And at this point we had crossed 50. Jeff decided to stop and have a chat with us all, and we determined that we would probably head back towards home to have lunch, just because the forecast was going to get bad. The weather was expected to get worse. So we headed back. We got stuck behind a couple of us got stuck behind a truck, so we had to pass him to catch up with the group. And once we did that, we continued on for our lunch break. Now here we were heading down one of the major roads and heading back east, and we saw a wall of water. So Jeff took us away from it. Basically, he does pretty good at just looking up at the sky, seeing where the clouds are not as dark or where it's not raining, and we head that direction. So we spent a little while running around back there, and then we got back onto that main road, and as you'll notice, the clouds, all the rain has moved past the road now, so we just had to stall a little while for that to clear out. And we ended up making it to our lunch destination, which was in Nobleton. So we went to River Ratz Cafe, right on the river. And as we were having lunch, it did start raining again, so I think we just missed one of the storm fronts, and another one came through as we were eating. As we left, it was nice and clear. Well, it wasn't raining. It was still overcast, but we didn't have any rain. Now at this point we got past Yalaha. Everyone continued heading north, I decided to head towards Sanford, and I saw the clouds, realized, okay, I'm going to hit rain. It's pretty much unavoidable, so I headed a little bit further north before I hit that rain. So if I hit the rain, I'd be on 46, and sure enough, at 46 I hit the rain. So here I pulled off to the side of the road, stopped the bike underneath some heavy oak trees so I could get at least some shelter from the rain, and donned my rain gear. So that completed, I got back out onto traffic, and it didn't let up on rain at all. It was coming down pretty good. Had an accident, so we had to get off on the right hand side to let traffic go through, and the rain just kept coming down harder and harder. So this was probably about a 20-mile, maybe 25-mile ride home, and this is what I had to deal with all the way home. I did learn that my new Forma boots are completely waterproof, so that was good. So, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can catch the other videos that I produce. Alright, thank you, and have a great day.